Okay, so I know some people are interested when the dropped curbs are going to be going in here at the end of these paths. There'll be dropped curbs on both sides of the road. I'm also hoping that highways and Persimmon have agreed the resurfacing of this particular bit of path. Now, the latest I've heard is that everything's been agreed, and along with the raised table at the top that leads towards Roberts Drive, we should be having these installed. Contractors are in place. It's just a matter of booking road space. So it could be weeks, a couple of months, but hopefully that piece of work will be finished. Persimmon have promised me that the allotments will be completed in spring 2026. I think it's unlikely. We've still got quite a long way to go before the summer starts, but it would be lovely to get those allotments for residents. There's also some white lining that's going to be going in at the same time at the entrance of Saxon Crescent. I always like this route into Saxon Crescent. It feels very natural alongside the old Bolton Hall. The planting that Havebury put in that I asked them to do seems to have taken. It's still quite young. Hopefully that will mature. That doesn't look particularly good, but otherwise the area has been planted and it's looking somewhat better, even if the plants are still a little bit young. Now, one of the things that I also asked Havebury to do was to replace the metal grates where the cars park. They were plastic and a number of them had broken, and all of those now are metal. So many thanks to Havebury for doing that piece of work. So we're going to finish off this little part of the estate by something that I've just had put in. Persimmon were very kind, actually. They didn't have to put in a path. I've been pushing for a path that links the two estates for quite some time, and I was hoping that Havebury and Persimmon would come to agreement. Persimmon came up trumps and they offered to put the path in, and what it does, it actually improves connectivity between the two estates. Instead of having to trek across mud, there's now a nice route to the play park. One of the interesting things is the crossing point. Yeah, I like the path. The crossing point wasn't originally in this location. It was about, I don't know, 15, 20 metres to the right here, I think next to roughly where the parked car is. I asked for it to be moved so that it lined up with paths, because I always hoped to get that path put in. And there you go, it all makes sense now. Persimmon are telling me that they're putting in loads of trees. There's lots of different varieties. They still don't look particularly healthy, but I know Persimmon are keen to resolve that. There were some issues with the play park. The gate had a spring that wasn't working, and that is now fixed. And there was a terrible gash in the mound, but where I was worried that a child might actually get their foot caught and sprain or twist an ankle. That has now been repaired. I think they did that earlier this week. So they filled it in, put some turf in, and I think you'll agree that looks a lot better. The park itself, there's still quite a few weeds, but it is improving.